This show is for entertainment purposes only. Do not mistake this show for medical advice. If you or anyone you know is in need of a dentist, please contact 480-391-0099 to set up an appointment.
Welcome to our podcast. Sit back and relax. Dental Works Podcast. We're gonna share some facts. We gonna raise your dental IQ at the Dental Works Podcast. We will guide you. Put out some bad jokes before we are through. Free information here just for you. Sit back and have a good time.
Today is February 3rd, 2023, and this is episode number 108 of the Dental Works Podcast, the show about learning the ins and outs of dentistry from a patient's perspective. I'm Ted Work, and that over there is Dr. Terry Work. Dental Works is a family dental practice based in Scottsdale, Arizona that has been providing cosmetic and surgical dentistry for over 27 and a half
I
years.
love not being hornswoggled by only having audio. The video adds a whole dimension where you don't have to air quotes work now, which we did. We listened to the very first episode.
we did.
And we had to, I must have mentioned air quotes like 6 times.
We're gonna talk about that on the next episode, but yes, that be looking forward to that for the next episode. But on this episode, before we get into the main topic, I do want to ask you what you've been up to, Terry. So what have you been up to? I know you went to a conference somewhere.
Another ICOI, International Congress of Oral Implantologists. I don't know if you're, but I'm kind of a big deal.
The audience probably is aware of what that is, so that's good.
Anyway, this was a really good conference because I went there, wrote it off on my taxes, and didn't go to one meeting. So we'd never been to New Orleans. We frickin' slept till 11 and didn't go to any
hopefully the
meetings.
people from the conference aren't watching this episode, but they
those
are.
guys.
Okay,
No.
all right, okay.
All right, bleep that.
Oh, it's going to be bleeped.
No, so we went to this conference. We had never been to New Orleans. And so we were excited about going. So this was an opportunity to go. We had a great time. I really recommend go to New Orleans when it's not during Mardi Gras. So you're not covered in vomit and feces and like
beads.
booze
And beads.
No, it was, we're old. So we don't like to get drunk and be around drunk people and get murdered.
I don't either.
We're not.
You don't like to get murdered?
We're not big on getting murdered. And so
I'm not a
raise your hand if you don't like to get murdered. No.
Okay.
So we went to New Orleans. I had a great time, and that's just, it was like a 4-day weekend. Had a really good time. And one of the things I found super interesting is the way their graveyards are. They don't bury people underground because it floods, and then you got
I just
bodies.
really thought it was so interesting. Here, listen to this. They're graveyards.
So, yeah, there's nothing worse than having a rainy day and you got a bunch of bodies floating down the main street.
Yeah.
But they have like these...
Called New Orleans Gumbo.
Yeah. They've got these graveyards where they are these, whatever, you buy these like concrete tombs.
Yeah.
And it's got this whole scientific thing of you put the body in there and it cooks for like a year. And then when it turns to ash, you push it to the back and you can buy one for a family of 42. And it's really nuts.
Oh,
anyway.
Man.
Try the beignets too.
Yeah.
No, it was super interesting, and beignets are amazing. I gained 107 pounds in 4 days.
Just from the beignets?
Yeah.
I imagine they're better than the ones at Disneyland. Those were a major letdown.
What the corn dog made up for it.
Corn dog's pretty good. Also, I think you pronounced it wrong. It's called the Netherlands.
What?
Keep saying New Orleans. It's the Netherlands. Sorry. Anyway,
It's Nolans. It's actually pronounced Nolans.
Yeah, the joke is like, you're saying it wrong. It's the Netherlands.
Yeah, and so we get on the bus. We're on a tour bus, and the tour bus guy there is a real foodie and all this stuff. He goes, hey, he's just trying to make conversation. Where are you guys going for dinner tonight? And I go, we're going to go to Landry's. He goes, you're You're going to go to Landry's in New Orleans? That's a chain fish restaurant. Don't go to, that's like going, he says, that's like going to New York City and going to Olive Garden. And I go, I like Olive Garden. Anyway, a bunch of people on the bus said the same thing. But he was, so we go to Landry's and we immediately get up and walk out.
Yeah.
Because nobody's there. It smells like bar towels and it was terrible. Anyway,
Yeah, no, I totally understand. And that's,
it was good advice, but I was just kind of whatever.
you know what? You sometime when in Rome,
Be
go
Roman?
to Sabaro.
Zavaro,
Right.
Is that a Roman
That's right.
restaurant?
Right.
Okay.
Sabaro. Anyway.
I think you're thinking of Z Tejas, but that's okay.
I think that's a Michael Scott quote. I think we are going to now transition to our main segment. I almost said topic. They both would have worked.
Yes.
I don't know why I
Cut that
stuffed
out.
up. It's all staying in because the topic is year in review 2022. Kind of rhymed. We're doing a little bit different format on this episode. Usually, if you're a longtime listener,
How long have we been doing this?
short
A couple
time
years?
listener, yes. So
2
we're
years.
going to talk about that in a little bit. But we started the show mostly about in next episode. But we started the show in March of the year 2020. Which
That was
I don't know if
the
anything
height of
happened.
COVID.
I don't know if anything. That was literally the instant it started.
God, right. It's just like, oh my God, the world's gonna die.
March
let's start
10th.
let's start a podcast.
Our episode came out March 10th. Everything was closed March 12th. So we got right under the wire. We started it
now-
right in the nick of time.
I think we know where COVID started.
Yeah, so-
it started on our podcast.
Anyway, yeah, so we've been doing this for a few years now.
Jesus.
Coming up on 3 years. We got
Holy
107 episodes. This is episode 108 if you were listening at the top of the show. But we got a year in review thing. Usually we'll do clips. Not doing that this year. That takes a lot of work, to be honest. And with
Is
the
it
video,
work your last name?
it is, and I'm all about working smart, not hard. And that's,
right.
you know what? I'm sticking by it. So we're not doing clips this year, but we are going to be talking about some stats. So I have utilizing the stats generated from our hosting service, Buzzsprout.com, the easiest way to host your own podcast. They got to start sending me some sponsorship because I am really pushing hard.
We're
for
getting
Buzzsprout.
decals for our podcast.
If there's a better hosting service, hit me up. Buzzsprout doesn't care about us. We're trying to... Anyway, so let's talk about the Dental Works podcast. We released... let me actually look through these. So this was our third year, as I said, of the podcast. We had a lot of guests this year. Among them, Andy Dupay,
Yes.
Peter Frechette,
Yes.
Jake Hoffert, the
Yes.
girls from Med Spa 810.
Oh, yes.
We had one of our favorite guests of all time, Miranda,
Miranda's awesome.
recurring co-host.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I guess now is the best time to say that. No longer on the podcast, no longer on the Dental Works team.
She's
But
making
that is
a career
okay.
change.
Making a career change. She's learning a thing and doing her own thing, and that's great. And we were here to support her.
However, we do have somebody replacing her
Yes,
who you
and
will eventually meet.
You will meet them, and we will talk about them when she is. It's a girl. Anyway, we're gonna.
Spoiler
when she
alert.
gets- when she gets on the show, you will meet her.
Well, wait.
But until then,
Is she?
we want to make sure it works out before we. Anyway,
She's great.
so we had a lot of guests. I want to get into
Curtis
some
Pierce.
numbers.
You
Curtis
forgot-
Pierce.
You
I can't believe-
got to mention Curtis, or he'll be pissed.
It's in my 100th episode thing. Curtis
Okay.
Pierce. He's one of our only returning guests.
one of our favorite guests
By
because
far.
he is such a Renaissance man, pilot, band member,
a man of
Father.
letters. Some would say.
husband, pastor. No, wait,
A man
that's
of
me.
letters.
That's me.
Is
I'm
a-
sorry.
he-
Yeah,
he
and
writes a word or
he's
two.
a writer. He wrote a book called Ocean on the Right, I think.
Ooh, good memory. That's pretty good.
Is that right? It's
Yeah,
Ocean
I
on the
think
Right.
so.
That's
I think
right.
So.
Because you edited that.
I did. I didn't edit it. I
God.
mastered
Or you
it,
ma-
which
oh,
is
that-
a different thing. And I
Right.
don't want anybody to think that I listened to the whole thing because I did not.
I read the book. Wait,
Did you read
I
it? Because
Or did I-
anyway,
yes, I read it.
Curtis was on the show. We appreciate Curtis. I think he was on the third episode
Yeah.
of the show. Way back when, we may revisit that
gosh.
one. It's been a long time. Boston, right? Boston. It's been a long time. More than a feeling.
Oh, God.
All right. So we're going to
Took a right turn.
we're going to talk about some numbers. So we had a total number of downloads in the year of 2022. What do you got? What do you think? I know you already saw these numbers, but I can't imagine you remember.
I don't remember.
What do you
Not
got?
enough.
Not
That's
enough.
Not enough.
So if anything, right now, stop the show, share it to someone you know. If you're listening to this, I'm just joking. Here we go.
We're going to start giving shit away.
We got 1,370 downloads. That's pretty good.
Is it?
I don't know. It sounds all right. It sounds like a big number.
Somebody called me. Let me check. His name's Joe Rogan. Have you ever heard of him? He wants to partner.
He Spotified you.
He Twittered me.
Yeah,
he Twittered me.
All right,
I'm pressing charges.
This is interesting because we had some growth this last year, which is interesting. I think we had a 12% growth. Now,
nice.
That doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a percent, so it could mean any number.
So it's relative.
So 12% of the number I said before, you do the math. You figure it out.
We promised there'd be no math. But you do the math. We don't have a big enough budget to have calculators.
Last year we released 40 episodes. That's a good number.
Yeah, it is.
40 episodes. That we don't do it every week. It's kind of hard in the summertime, in the wintertime.
Yeah, and also we're going to start pushing them out on different platforms. I mean, all of them.
Sure.
TikTok.
Crimble. Scrobin.
Testicle
Sorry,
Light.
they just all have weird names to me. I'm so sorry.
We're going to be pushing them out. And again, our new marketing director.
Don't say what?
I won't say it. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
That person is going to be kind of redoing some stuff. Not redoing, but expanding our stuff.
Sure.
We're doing some ASMR. Wait.
Yes.
Is that right?
Right. Yes.
Is that the right thing?
I don't know what it stands for. I know it's some sciencey
ASMR.
words, it's when someone whispers. Whispers right in your mouth.
Anyway.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, we're sorry.
Hold on.
We're so sorry, everybody.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to be doing some goofy stuff. Check out our TikTok. 40 episodes. I wanted to say that we are international, baby. And we made a promise on this first episode. If you'll remember listening back to it, I know we're going to talk about it next episode, but we said once we had international people, we were going to do a thing. And I don't want to give away too much. It's not that important, but I want there to be content.
The build-up's huge.
So I apologize, but no, we got 28 different countries download the show. Yeah, I know.
That's awesome.
I know. I don't know if they think states are different countries.
Well, I'm
probably
telling
not,
you,
but
we've been all over the world. We've been to Jamaica. And that's pretty much it. But we're talking about going to Canada.
Yeah, that's one of the 28 countries that probably downloads us.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. I think last week, check this out, we had 77 downloads last week.
Oh, that's good.
That's really good. And it's a lot higher than usual. I don't know if people are getting caught up on the podcast.
We're pushing stuff out.
Whoa. What was that?
Sorry.
Is that
was ASMR.
Oh, God, no.
So
for robots.
Yes, we are. So Ted and I are taking French classes because we're going to be transmitting from Paris. That's not true.
That's not true.
But,
from the Netherlands?
All
right, we're going to... that's most of the numbers that I have. The last number I have is we podcasted for a total of 1,321 minutes. That's, if you remember the numbers from before, greater than one download per 1 minute of the show that we put out last year.
Wait.
So every minute has a listener. If I'm doing the math correctly, I think probably
shouldn't
not.
You do the math
anyway,
before you turn the camera on?
Has a download is what I'm saying.
That is, and that's a really important statistic. That is what the internet's looking at.
Yeah, minutes per download.
Yeah, I don't know.
Totally,
Hundo
for sure.
Okay, yeah.
So we're looking to grab some more attention. If you watch the show, if you enjoy the show, if you know anybody who would be interested in a tooth-based goof them up.
Well, it's
shoot
it's loosely tooth-based.
It's loose.
But what we're going to start doing is we're going to start, and we were talking about it before the show today. We're looking for guests. We want to have guests on it. We're going to set up like a Google something. Everything has Google in it.
We're gonna do,
and we're going to do a Google schedule so that you can go ahead and sign yourself up to be a guest.
Yes, of course. And we're going to do, the episodes are going to be a little bit more, we're going to be revisiting some of the topics that we've done in the past and do some revisions and talk about any questions people have. We're also going to be doing movie reviews, which name a dental movie off the whole 9 yards is one that we'll probably watch.
Oh,
that's probably one of the only good Matthew Perry films.
You know,
what other
he
movies
put
was
that
he in?
book out. It was
Oh yeah,
a little
bummer.
sad.
Yeah, he's
been to
making fun of
rehab.
he's making fun of Keanu Reeves, dude. Come on.
Well, he just,
Come on,
he was
man.
trying to be funny. You know, it's the whole thing. You know, Pamela Anderson came out.
Could
with a
he
book
be any
but
cringier?
you basically, when you write a book, you say a bunch of shit that's just kind of shock factor.
I mean,
whether it's true or not.
Sure, it depends on who you
But
are.
then when you're saying it about other people that are still alive, that's why you should only talk about dead people in your memoirs because they
interesting.
can't,
Or write
they-
fiction.
Yeah, they can't defend themselves.
Sure.
No. So, but yeah, anytime a book comes out, it's a memoir. You're trying to make it sound as great as possible, and that's not great. Yeah,
For sure. No, I totally get you. Now, here's what we're going to do. We've finished our recap episode. Oh, I do want to say we got new types of segments going to be coming out that are goofy. Not on any of these episodes, but
I think we need
coming
to
up with some
do
interesting ideas.
We need to do some more Gary Busey stuff.
The head of
That
Gary
was-
Busey. We can have the head of Gary Busey on again. Sure.
Yeah,
I'll have like a puppet.
The problem is now that we have video, it's hard to be. I mean, neither one of us is very self-conscious.
Busey. I'll practice my ventriloquism. We could
It'll
try
just
to
be. I got that mannequin head back there with the pins in it for Botox.
You gotta okay. Oh my gosh. We have to get a puppet and you gotta make the biggest, goofiest Gary Busey teeth for it.
Oh well, that's easy.
That'd be
That's
so
easy.
funny. And it could just be the head of Gary Busey. Anyway, we
Oh.
got off on a tangent.
No, yeah. We've got, well, first of all, we got to get some people emailing in with some questions, dental questions. I mean, I don't even care. You can just be as mean as you want because that's funny too.
It is
just
pretty
email
funny for
in, put out the email. What email are we doing? info@dentalwork.com?
It's dentalworkspodcast at gmail.com.
Got a whole different one that I don't have access to.
Send an
So-
email to any of the emails we have.
Yes.
If you would,
We will
please.
find it. We will find it.
TDoorProductions@gmail.com.
Yes.
Well, any of the Dental Works ones, we'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, and we're going to be expanding some stuff too. We're going to start doing a little bit of green screen stuff. We talked about doing some other
Yes.
stuff. And
So get ready for those promises to never
get ready.
be fulfilled.
No, that's why I put them out there. This is a hat, throw your hat over the fence thing. Where you throw your hat over the fence.
Yeah.
Well, now I got to climb that fence because that's my favorite hat. So
Okay,
that's
I
what we're
follow
doing.
the metaphor.
That's what
Sure,
we're doing.
okay.
That's what we're doing here. We are building content and getting more listeners. I mean, we're in 27 countries or 23 or whatever.
23, yeah.
23 countries. Holy mackerel. Who'da thunk?
I could look up which ones those are.
We're gonna do that.
But maybe next time. I don't
Yeah,
know. I
for
don't
sure.
have them right with me right now.
For sure.
But,
Yeah.
all right. So with that, we're going to move on to our favorite segment of the show, which is Celebrity Smile.
Oh.
Yes, it's been a hot second since we did this because we did the movie review episode of Rudolph. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch the horror that is the plot of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
And when we were in Nolans, we saw a little, it was a little doll of that friggin'. I should have sent that to you. You could.
You
put
did.
that
You did. It's
I
the,
did. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but the abominable snowman.
It's the abdominal snowman where his stomach is full of snow.
Oh, gotcha. What's a dental version of that? The edentulous snowman or the... 'cause, I mean, at the end, he's the edentulous snowman.
Well, right. And he was, I always thought, I was remembering that incorrectly. I thought he was mad because he had a toothache, but it's not true.
It's all in the last episode,
and that's
baby.
the thing is how did that guy pull his teeth so fast? I mean,
I know. He must be a great dentist.
Well,
yeah. That's movie magic, obviously.
Yes, clearly. Clearly.
All right,
Okay.
so we're going to move on to Celebrity Smiles. If you are, please remember, you can follow along with the images that we are seeing on the Instagram page at DentWorkPod. We're going to have to get that new person, whoever it is, on getting these out because we got to get her the Instagram.
Is she going to be? Oh, she's going to be doing the artwork.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Did you talk to her about
yeah,
that? Super duper.
Yes, this mystery person.
I don't think it'll be a problem.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. These are people with teeth.
Okay.
And the first person is...
Could you be more vague?
These are people from things that are new-ish.
Okay.
So, with that in mind...
I can't imagine.
You want to guess the theme? All right, here we go. The first person's name is Jenna Ortega. Jenna...
What's the first person?
Ortega.
Okay.
This is the main character from the Netflix TV show Wednesday.
Oh, God.
Wednesday.
Goth girl.
It's a, yep, goth girl. Her dad is
Okay.
Luis Guzman.
Who's that?
He's the guy from, you know exactly who Luis Guzman is.
Well, clearly I don't by name. I mean, I would recognize
I'll pull him up.
So this is a perfect example of somebody that I hate. No, this is a perfect example of something I just was reading about. Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he's the
that was
dad
the dude
in
that
it.
was in Ghost. The guy that gets frickin' murdered.
Yeah, he's in the new Wednesday. He's in the new Addams Family. He's the dad.
This
Jenna Ortega.
This is a perfect example of something. When you're a dentist, your life is boring and it sucks. But I was looking at.
I'm going to clip that out and have that as the foot of every episode.
And so
Make a
I was
digital
sitting
remix.
in my office looking at smile designs, and for like 3 hours.
this is a great smile
Your patient canceled. Would you like to sit and watch videos on Smile Design for 3 hours? Oh, goody. Can I have popcorn? So I was looking at Smile Designs, and they talk about you can have a midline shift of up to 3 or 4 millimeters, and it's not visually obvious.
Well, everybody knows that.
But if you have a midline angulation of 1 degree, it's super noticeable. And so this Jenna chick,
Jenna Ortega from Wednesday, Netflix Wednesday.
yeah, if you look, she has an angulation of her front teeth. It tilts. There's a difference between this and this. Anyway, it
This
throws the
cable's
eye.
messed up. I'm
It
so sorry.
throws the eye off and just looks. I mean, she's got a pretty nice smile. She's a pretty young lady, but little things like that, like if you're rebuilding someone's smile, you would rather have the midline be not in the middle.
Sure.
But man, you cannot tilt it at all.
Yeah.
It totally kills the whole vibe. Anyway.
Sure. So what are
So,
we giving
I'm
her out
sorry.
of 10? 1 out of 10.
Are we going to count me
from 1 to
down,
10?
or- We don't need to. It's
You
just
don't
me.
need to.
You count down. I kind of like it. Okay.
Do you need to
I
know
don't
when you're
know.
going to do it?
Yeah.
You need to
5,
time
4,
it with
3,
yourself? Or?
30, 29. So we've got to build.
I did do 5 last time, and that
Yeah,
really
so
threw you off.
Yeah, this is kind of. It's.
All right, here you go. Ready? 1. Do it.
She's a 7, 8. She's an 8.
It's
She's
pretty-
got
pretty
pretty. She's got a pretty. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. What?
Sometimes your phone is messed up. Do the home, do the up. There you go. Hold it and then lock out of it and throw it away.
Here we go.
Throw it away
There
and
we
then
go.
reopen it.
All
Yeah,
right.
there you go. There you go.
Sorry, thank you.
No, you're.
Hey, do you guys need to know how to use your iPhone?
There you go.
So another thing is I play guitar, so I have calluses on my fingers, and like the phone doesn't work sometimes. from
No, I
having-
think that's the Band-Aids. That's probably partially
I had
Band-Aids.
somebody ask me, "Well, did you cut your thumb?" I'm like, mind your own friggin' business.
No, I just
No.
It's more structural support than anything. I gotta.
You know how you twist your knee, you put a thing.
Yeah.
I twisted my thumb.
I need a thumb brace.
Anyway, dumb. So she was, what did I say, an 8? She got a pretty
an
nice
8.
smile.
She's got a nice smile.
But
for
she's
sure.
young. I
The
mean, what
show
could
is-
she have done? Well, if you look, you can tell tooth number 8 is a crown, and they miss
Yeah.
the frickin' midline angulation pisses me off. So she should come to me. Jenna, call me.
All right.
All right. All right. Who's number 2?
I wanted that show that she's on Wednesday. It's all right. It's fun. Miranda liked it.
Okay.
Have you seen it at all? It's Addams
No.
Family.
No.
The best character is just the hand.
Dude.
thing. He's great.
There is no original content left in the world.
That's
it's
true.
all just copying shit for nostalgia purposes.
That's true, but I think that this version of it is a pretty good like redo.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Well,
because
right.
they didn't do the whole family. It's just the most interesting character, who is Wednesday.
Well,
as far as the most interesting character.
Yeah, I mean, case in point, have you heard about the reviews for Velma?
Oh no, I've heard that's terrible.
Oh my God.
No, I didn't want it. Who wants that?
Scooby-Doo.
Who wanted it?
The most popular thing about Scooby-Doo was friggin' Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. So they totally eliminate them, and then they change everything
I know
around.
absolutely nothing about it.
Well,
and
I'm here to tell you,
have
hate it.
no
You need
energy to
to-
be mad about it.
I'm not mad, just hate it.
I
Trust
get
me.
you.
All right.
You're
Who's
not
next?
mad. I just hate it.
No, I'm
All
telling
right,
you
okay.
to hate it.
Oh, okay. You want me
So
to be
much
mad?
better.
I got you.
Yeah.
Someone's got to be mad.
I have no feelings about
Here's
it.
the next
Here's what you
person
should
for
do.
Celebrity Smiles.
Hit me.
This person is from a new show
Okay.
that is a remake, kind of.
So it's
an
not
old
a new show.
It is a show called That 90s Show.
Oh, God.
And it is the person by the name of Kurtwood Smith. Big old red foreman. Big old head foreman.
Oh, my God. He was in RoboCop.
He was in RoboCop. He was in Footloose. There's a joke in the beginning of That 90s Show where one of the guys like, he's like, no dancing. And one of those is like, hey, you're like the dad from Footloose. And he just looks at him.
He's not the dad.
He is
he?
the dad from Footloose.
How old is this guy?
He's from the 80s. I mean, he's
What's his
doing
name?
stuff. Kurtwood Smith. You had it pulled up, but Kurtwood Smith.
His first name is
His name is Kurtwood. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
not a bunch of people came up when I Googled that.
That's
All
a
right.
cool name. I think that's a
It
cool
really
name.
is.
I was never the biggest fan of That 70s Show.
No.
It's
It's
fine.
pretty-
Did you know they made a That's 80s show?
They got a That's 90s show.
Now it's a 90s show, but they did the 80s one and it failed really bad. And guess who the main person was?
Who?
It was the guy, Glenn Howerton, which is one of the 3 guys from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, really?
The
That's too bad.
The
Which one?
beautiful looking guy.
The tall
The
one?
tall,
Oh.
the cheekbones guy who's like all into himself. And
He's not
like,
beautiful.
well, no,
They're
but,
all pretty
but that's
friggin'
like,
weird.
But that's like the joke is like he thinks he's super hot, and that's funny. Anyway,
all right.
Kurtwood Smith, RoboCop guy.
Look at that picture of him.
Yeah.
Dang.
So his head has always been just enormous.
He was born with a giant forehead.
You know what we need on this movie? Big old giant forehead guy.
All right. So his smile is not great. Is that a painting of him?
I think it is. I don't think you're doing it.
I think that's a Madame Tussauds.
Wow, this guy's teeth are. Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Is this 8-bit? What the hell? Is this a Nintendo of him?
I think that was that was weird. All right, so
You're like, wait, hold
that was
on a
Madame
second.
Tussauds wax. I didn't think he was that popular. Anyway, okay, so
Oh man,
He doesn't
Hey, you know
smile
what we
a
need in
lot.
our
I'm
museum?
telling you.
That dad from Footloose.
well, he only plays dads.
I guess.
All right, his
what are we giving it
smile's
for?
not
Steve?
great.
You're back to the painting photo.
It is a painting.
No. Do an actual painting. You don't do his teeth off a painting. Is it hard to find his teeth? Did you type in teeth?
No, but
Try that. Try do Kurtwood
Okay.
Smith teeth.
here.
A lot of
There. So
Okay.
he looks like he grinds a lot.
Sure.
Flat smile.
Sure.
I mean, he's a 6. That's ASMR.
Yeah, cut that out. This will be a TikTok, just that part. All right, our last person's name is Giancarlo Esposito. I apologize in advance. Giancarlo, spelled exactly how it sounds. It should come right up. Esposito. Giancarlo Esposito. He's the guy from Breaking Bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw him in his new show. He's put on a lot of LBs.
Okay, so but you watched a little bit of that show? I was going to talk about it. He's in a show called Kaleidoscope on
That dude has got some beautiful dental work.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see.
Do you recognize?
Clearly,
Oh, wow.
it's
Yeah, that's
clearly
excellent.
crowns, but they're
Those
nice.
are excellent.
Yeah.
Do you remember what his dental work looked like? Oh, there you go. Do you remember what it looked like in Breaking Bad? He's a huge part of Breaking Bad. Gus from Breaking Bad.
So
Did he get him fixed? I mean, that's...
see, look how much worse they used to look.
Well,
and
okay. So he
has recently. I think he's using Breaking Bad money to fix his teeth.
You got to.
But I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, there you go.
They look
Have
so.
you watched the new show, Kaleidoscope?
A little bit. I tried to.
Which one did you watch? Did you watch? What color did you watch?
Oh! I don't remember. Dude.
Which one was it? What episode was it?
Dude, I don't
Tell
even remember.
me what it
I was.
was.
Like, God,
remember?
the freaking pressure. All right, I'm going to give this guy Smile a. He's like an. I mean, they don't look very natural, but they look really good.
They look good.
I'm going to give him.
He looks like a statue.
8.
You're giving him an 8
because it's fake. It's phony.
Yeah,
and
but
they don't look
think
natural.
Think about what you see, and then think about what everybody
else
sees.
would give him a 10.
Those look amazing.
Yeah,
those look like teeth to me, man.
Yeah,
and
I'm going to give him a 9.
And it's a lot of it is like consistency between the teeth, and like when you only have one fixed,
harmony.
It's a lot more easy.
Well,
harmony,
if you look
exactly.
at this older picture, you can see he's got different color.
Sure,
teeth are, and so his natural teeth, Yeah, I'll give him an 8.
All right, we're giving him an 8, and with that, we're going to say thank you for listening to the Dental Works podcast. If you'd like to support the show, please give us a rating on iTunes or your podcast player of choice. If you'd like to get in contact with the show or you have questions, please send an email to dentalworkspodcast@gmail.com. We may talk about your question on the show. There are no guarantees. If you're located in the Phoenix area and need dental work, please give us a call at 480-391-0099. Terry, we will see you on the next episode.
And if you email us a comment that is absolutely disgusting and horrible, we guarantee we will say it on the website.
I veto this immediately. We're not. That is not a guarantee.
If it's insulting,
there are
and
no
completely
guarantees.
Inconsiderate, we will absolutely read it
no,
word for word.
Absolutely not. Veto.
We'll
see you on the next video.
Take care.
This podcast was produced by T-Door Productions. Theme song written and recorded by Neil Hathaway. Vocals by Terry Work. Sound effects provided by freesfx.com and zapsplat.com.
This is a perfect example of something, when you're a dentist, your life is boring and it sucks.